What's going on, guys? Borales here, and I am coming to you on the road. So I'm recording this on the road just because I had to let it out. I had to vent, and as most of you guys know, I don't script my videos. I make it up as I go. I record when I have feelings or, reviews or whatever, feedback off the top of my head, because I feel like it comes from a better place of passion, I guess you could say, and it keeps things fresh. And so a lot of you guys know that I have a bone to pick with Ubisoft. They've been on my shit list for several years now. And I think it started where after they introduced the open world aspects and the new way of the new direction of the Far Cry series with Far Cry 3, ever since then, most of their games have just been copy-pasted bullshit. Like, they use the same mechanics in Ghost Recon games now as they do in every other Ubisoft title like the Far Cry series, and it's just extremely frustrating. So now, as I'm on the road and I'm working my day job right now, and as I'm reading this, or as I'm sitting here, I read two bits of news from Ubisoft that don't fucking surprise me one bit, but they just send me off the rails. I don't understand what's going on at that company that makes them so tone deaf and so brain dead to what gamers want. They've just become this bandwagon hopping, trend hopping load of fucking shit, dude. I don't even know, I have no words. And so let me get into it. The first bit of news I read today was that they're introducing NFTs into video gaming. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, basically the short version of that and the simple way to put it is that, first of all, they're putting it in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a game which nobody gives a fuck about, because it just released and it was broken piece of trash. It was just samey, empty open world. And you guys know my feelings on Ghost Recon Breakpoint if you've been with the channel for a while. I have a couple videos about it. So NFTs introduced into Ghost Recon Breakpoint basically means that you could buy, instead of just unlocking it through playing the game like, video games typically have always done, they're going to allow people to go into a store, right? And you're going to be able to buy a helmet with real money. And then on that helmet, there's going to be some kind of code or a barcode or a batch of numbers that symbolizes that is your helmet and you are the only one who owns that helmet. So you can buy two helmets, let's say, keep it for the sake of math, $5. So you can spend $10 on two helmets, $5 each. And helmet number one will have 001. Helmet number two will have 002. And those are considered unique items. And then you're able to sell those on a marketplace to other gamers who want it. And when every time a transaction is made and one of those items is sold, Ubisoft gets a cut of that. So you can see where their money-making scheme comes into play here, because that's all that they're about. Now, the overall goal for NFTs is for them to be able to carry on, or to let you carry on these skins, like say this helmet or a set of body armor or a cool weapon skin, through each Ubisoft title. So say if the next Ghost Recon Breakpoint 2 comes out, you're able to carry that skin that you own into the next game. Now, theoretically, that's what their game plan is, but obviously, just with the way that they're introducing NFTs right now in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a game, like I said, nobody gives a fuck about anymore, just shows that it was something that they wanted to jump on quickly to be one of the first ones on the bandwagon. And it's just so typical Ubisoft. And the NFTs don't help the video gaming industry at all. All they do is they disrupt it, and they disrupt the economy that the gamers have, already come to kind of despise with microtransactions. And this is just the next level. It's almost the beginning of the end for modern gaming as we know it. And I'm a legacy gamer, guys. I mean, I've been gaming. I'm 34 years old now, about to be in a couple weeks. But I grew up with video games. I got my first Nintendo when I was 5 years old. And from there I went to Super Nintendo to PC gaming, and I've owned literally every console. And gaming as we know it is going to be forever changed with these new updates and changes with the NFTs. And it's really sad. It's really sad watching us go from horse armor to now literally spending real world money on individual bits of armor, which then you can resell to other people. And this doesn't make gamers happy. All this makes happy is the crypto bros and the guys that are, the people that are just look at this as a scheme. It's not for the gamers. It's just for people to piggyback on and make money. That's all it is. Now, the second bit of news that I got today that I saw on my timeline on Twitter. By the way, follow me guys on Twitter. It's Nando Damas, or just search for me, Brawless. What was I going to say? Fuck, dude, Ubisoft. The second bit of news today that I got was that Splinter Cell, the new Splinter Cell game that they're working on, they finally confirmed that they were working on a game for us, right? Which made everyone really happy. But now the second bit of news that came out, of course, just shits all over the series. And now they're going full open world with the Splinter Cell series. Splinter Cell has never been open world. Splinter Cell had linear corridors. It had linear mission design. I guess you can argue that Chaos Theory was probably the most quote-unquote open world, but it wasn't. It was just a small playable area similar to something like a Hitman game, but a little bit smaller. But other than that, it's been a very linear series, and everybody loves it like that. And that's what Splinter Cell was. Now, with Ubisoft's boner for open world games, all we're going to get now is your typical tower clearing, base clearing, button pressing bullshit. And I have zero confidence in Ubisoft to deliver us a product it's anything like the legacy titles of any Splinter Cell game. I have no confidence in them. So quick update, guys. So as of the recording of this video, during the middle of me recording it, it looks like Ubisoft has taken down their YouTube video showcasing Ubisoft Quartz, their new NFT program, being implemented in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So there's a fucking surprise. It got ratioed into oblivion, and they take it down based on most likely the feedback. So hopefully that's a good thing. I see that if you Google it or if you YouTube it, just Ubisoft Quartz, there's still videos like on IGN and GameSpot that are showcasing it as well. So I don't know what this means. Hopefully it means that the blowback was swift, and it means they've made their decision. But at the end of the day, guys, it just sucks being in this industry for so long and growing up with this industry and just seeing it kind of die in front of you and watching them ruin our favorite franchises like Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Ghost Recon in general, Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six, you name it. Everything they touch, it just feels like turns to shit, and they use all the same recycled mechanics, and it's heartbreaking and it's infuriating at the same time. And at the end of the day, I'm just so done with Ubisoft.